This man, I would personally pay the club to get rid of, and that is. Playing keep or sell. We are in the summer transfer window for MLS. I am here with the Majestic Loon and MNUFC Fan TV. First time on the channel for you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we are all going to pretend like we are either Adrian Heath or the GM of Minnesota United, and we are just going to get players' names rapid fire at us. If we had an offer on the table, would we keep them or would we sell them? Let's get started. I have a random list. It is not by defenders. It is not by attackers. I'm going to keep you guys on the edge of your seats. Kervin Arriaga. Keep or sell?
Keep.
Love the man. Got married at Allianz Field. Keep him for life. Michael Boxall.
Is that even a question?
Yeah.
100. Sign him to a lifetime contract.
Yeah, as long as he wants to stay, we'll keep him. Biake Dabasi.
I would sell him if we got a good enough price.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you have a replacement now?
Yeah, only because of his injury history and Tapias.
You know, I'm a member of the Dabasi posse, as I have named myself. I love him, but I understand if we were to move on from him this transfer window. The man, the myth, the legend, Eric Dick.
I would keep him. I think we can use him in the future, maybe next year as a backup when we get rid of Irwin, if potentially due to his age.
Yeah, no, I think keep Dick because his ability for filming content for the social media is top tier.
We talked at the last game, or not the last game, 2 games ago to the social team, and they're like, we love Eric Dick. But I think he's a good locker room guy. I think he's really good with the younger guys. You see him constantly interacting with the twosies, and I think that is just phenomenal for our environment. And I also think he can put in a shift. And I like that. Obviously, he's not taking over Dane. We all know that, but he can put in a shift on his day, and I think that keeps a spot. Hassani Dotson.
This might be controversial, but I would sell him if we got the right offer for him. I think there's better midfielders out there. I do like Hassani. I think he gives us a lot of attributes in certain areas, but I think if we got the right offer, it would be smart to sell him.
I agree. I think he's great, but I think he's not great. I think he's really good, but I think if we get a really good offer for him, I'm okay with moving on.
Yeah, I agree.
Cameron Dunbar, keep or sell?
That's tough. We gave up a little bit of stuff to trade for him with LA, but if we got the right offer, I think I would sell a young player like that. He showed a little bit of bright spots, but I think AZ Jackson was a better player that we should have kept AZ instead of almost. I feel like it was a downgrade to Cameron Dunbar, so I'd sell if we got the right offer.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's looked good. But yeah, no, I mean, maybe for the, future potential, just good depth, but maybe down, kind of just the depth. But yeah, no, a sell if we get the right offer.
Fred Emmings.
I would keep Fred Emmings. I think he needs to get more game time somewhere, maybe on a loan or two. But I think he could slot into potentially starting goalkeeper for us in the future, or get a handful of games as a backup, potentially, depending on what we decide to do with our other goalies.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, if we can hang on, have him, get him, and then kind of maybe have him be ready for that starting role maybe by the time, Dane, moves to Europe, I think you got somebody waiting in the wings to replace Dane. So yeah, no, definitely keep.
Franco Fragapane, for me, he's a sell.
I would sell too. I think we have added a lot more pieces in our attack, and Franco served his purpose for a couple seasons really well. But with his injury history of nagging injuries, and sometimes some of his performances are inconsistent, I think if we did get an offer, we should be biting someone's hand off and selling them.
Yeah, no, I think I agree.
Mender Garcia.
I like Mender's work rate and his effort, but there's a lot of stuff that he does that just doesn't quite come off, and he seems like quite a clumsy forward that doesn't quite find the back of the net often. So if someone was dumb enough to put an offer for him, I think we should easily be trying to recoup some of the money we paid for him, or make a profit somehow. If someone wanted to do that, I don't know why they would, but I'd sell.
Because he's a DP. But he's not playing like one.
Yeah, no, and I think because he was on like a restricted, because I think he was like, we signed him like an 18th month with like a option. So I think his contract is up at the end of the season.
So if we can sell.
Yeah.
Oh, Bongi Hongwane. Oh, my favorite player.
I think this one's easy. We got to keep Bongi. I think his price only keeps continuing to go up with his trajectory of his form and what he's been doing to improve. We've seen this year, so definitely a keep.
Also, the South African fans. He brings fans wherever he comes. He is a GM's favorite thing, because he doesn't get in trouble. He works hard on the field. After we fucking sucked against Austin, that man, me and Greg were there. He came over to all the fans and he took a picture and said, "Thank you for coming," to everyone, because he knew they sucked so bad, and he knew that wasn't fair.
Yeah, he was there, and I think he was there talking to people for like a good 10, 15, almost, I would say 15 minutes in that same spot, and he made sure, to high five every single person. And I think he really enjoys the opportunities that he has here. And I mean, it will be, sad to see him go eventually, because I think, if he keeps playing like he has, I think he could make the move to Europe. But, I think he'll always have a home in Minnesota.
Absolutely. Clint Irwin, sell.
Yeah, I don't see why anyone would put an offer in for him being his age and everything, but I'd sell if someone was crazy enough to do it.
Yeah, sell.
Emmanuel Iwe, don't sell, keep.
I would keep Emmanuel Iwe. I think he's got a bright future at the club for the first team.
I take him over Dunbar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I think by far, and I think Minnesota found him with an open tryout for the twosies. I'm like, just incredible.
I'll say to the people on Twitter who said it was embarrassing that we do open tryouts because we're a quality league, and that our reserves team shouldn't have open tryouts. I think he is a reason why, is because sometimes you miss a gem.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta give him an opportunity to shine. So shame on you. Thank Ben.
Keep.
I would keep too. I think we've seen flashes of his bright future potentially, but we've also seen some not so good games. But I think we should keep him since the money we've already invested in him.
Ryan G-Bot.
Keep or sell.
We haven't really seen much of him, and I would keep him only just because if someone did give us an offer, I don't think it would be worth it. I think it was our first round super pick draft, and we ended up having to spend money on him, paying a fee to a lower league team. I'd like to see more from him, so I'd keep him.
I'd keep.
This man, I would personally pay the club to get rid of, and that is Brett Coleman.
I've been wanting an upgrade on our depth center backs for a while. So yes, I would definitely sell if the option came. I think there's better MLS quality center backs all over the league than him.
Hey, I'll keep him at the club for like a coach, like for them. Kamar Lawrence, keep or sell?
I would sell. I like him, but I think the offer came, I'd sell.
I'd maybe keep him for one more season. Get Paddleford either like a loan next season, or depending on how we do with I think the English left back that we're supposedly signing. But yeah, no, I think if he has an option, I think you pick that up and then maybe, let him go after.
Robin Lod.
100% keep.
Keep. I don't think that's. Greg,
Yeah,
do you agree?
keep. Keep 100%.
Mikel Marquez.
I don't think we've seen a lot from him.
I gotta go quick.
I would keep.
I'm going to say keep for now. And since we only have 9 minutes left, we're just going to keep random firing. Connie Olaswani.
I would keep. I think he's been on fire on his loan in the USL. I think he's been scoring some good goals, and which was a good loan for him. So I'd 100% keep. I think he could contribute in the future for sure.
I'd say keep. I think, yeah, he's killing it. And even if he's just a death piece, I think he's a
100%.
solid death
Yeah,
piece.
keep.
One of the homegrown boys, Devin Paddleford.
Keep. I would keep him.
This one's a keep because we just got him, Timo Pukki.
100% keep.
Sell. Keep him. Keep him.
So this guy, if he wants to sell, I could see Emmanuel Reynoso. I wouldn't sell him mid-season, but if we got like a multi-million-dollar offer for him in Europe, I would sell.
It would have to be one big offer because I don't think Emmanuel Reynoso is very replaceable. So personally, I wouldn't sell. It would have to be a record-breaking fee.
Yes,
it would be
if
something.
It is massive.
It would have to be something that he's obviously not worth in Europe. But I think it's hard to convince a player of Ray's caliber to come to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we did it is incredible because I think on his day, Ray can be the best player in the league. There's very, very good other players, obviously, the Mukhtars, all those. But on his day, if he's on fire, he can be the best player. So I find it very hard to sell that if you have that on your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Joseph Rosales.
Keep.
I would keep. I think he's very versatile. Keep.
Dane St. Clair.
Keep. Great in between the sticks. Keep.
We can't replace DSC in this transfer window. We can't get someone his quality, so you have to keep him. You have to say, come back in the summer. We can agree then. Or if we could you could say you gotta loan it to him so we can't let go of him.
Jory Shroddy!
They don't have his how to phonetically say it on the website.
I would keep. I've been very impressed with him. I liked his time at New York City FC. He was great. So I've been extremely impressed with him with us.
Yeah, MLS experience, has goals in him like we saw last night.
He's only 29, which I think is, for a depth piece, I love that. And honestly, I would take him over a few players that we had coming into the season. Miguel Tapias.
100% keep.
Yep.
DJ Taylor.
Yep.
I would keep him.
Lil Trapp. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Lil Trapp.
I would sell him if we got a good enough offer. I think he's a great captain, but I think he's replaceable.
Yeah.
Since we have Boxy. Because me and you were talking about this, Greg. We've been talking about this for a while. Since you have Boxy, you can get rid of Will Trapp. Not for player, but for captain wise. Zarek Valentine.
Yep. I think, like I said, I think he's another, wherever he goes, locker room leader. Always seems to really likes to be there. I think a lot of guys look up to him. Yep.
I would keep for those reasons too.
Patrick Weah. What do you guys think? We get an offer for this kid. Are we keeping? Are we selling?
For me, I think if we got an offer that was big enough, I would sell, just because we haven't seen a lot from him with some of the injury history, unfortunate injury history, which is not his fault by any means. But I think we haven't seen a lot of the hype that we've heard from a lot of people. We haven't seen it fruition, which he's still very young. It'd still easily happen. But for me, if we got an offer, I'd sell.
Yeah, I'd keep him. He's looked good when he's played. I'd keep him.
I'd keep him. If we got an offer, I'd be tempted. But if it was another MLS team, because I think he could be something. He really, really wants to be here, and he wants to work hard. So that's the one reason I'm holding on, is because there are some guys who can be lazy, but he's not one. That is the end of the video. Let us know in the comments.
Ani. Forgot to
we did.
You
we
laughed.
did. And
You
then
said
you came back
keep,
and said
though.
keep him.
Said keep. You
Yeah, you
just
came back
walked
and
in and
said
said
keep.
keep.
Yeah, keep. Oh, I thought we were sold out. Okay. My
Don't
bad.
worry. You think
No,
if I
you're
was like
okay.
Coleman, you're like, keep him.
All
right.
You said keep him.
So that is it. That is us being the front office for a day, Minnesota United. Feel free to contact any of us on Twitter. We can get something going. We have Scout Matt right here, brought in Timo Pukki, went all the way to watch an Norwich game to do it. Greg was hollering at Robin Lod when he was walking in, says, Pukki coming?
Said, I don't know. Asked him and I said,
I'm female.
were you lying? And I kind of said, and he kind of looked and smiled and laughed at me.
All right. So thank you to them. Their links will all be in the description. Make sure you go check out their channels. All right. Have a good one.
Peace.